7 days a week at any time of day. The General Store on 24 is located on Route 24 in Lewis.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 1017.
All right, Jess, a lot of stuff going on this morning. What you got?
All right, so President Biden yesterday called on the Senate to act on voting rights and the law and to change the filibuster rules to get it done over unified Republican opposition, the first time he's advocated the rules change. Speaking in Atlanta, Biden said that he's been very quiet, but now he is going to be loud and open about it.
It's also time to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. I've been having these quiet conversations with the members of Congress for the last 2 months. I'm tired of being quiet. Folks, it'll restore the strength of the Voting Rights Act of '65, the one President Johnson signed after John Lewis was beaten, nearly killed on Bloody Sunday, only to have the Supreme Court weakened in multiple times over the past decade. Restoring the Voting Rights Act would mean the Justice Department can stop discriminatory laws before they go into effect. Before they go into effect.
That was President Biden speaking yesterday.
Very passionate, wasn't he?
Yeah. Uncle Joe. Uncle Joey.
Wow. I want to look into that more because I don't feel like I know enough about it when they say, like, it's hard to vote and things like that. Maybe it's because I never experienced anything, and it's always been very simple and easy for me to vote.
This is how I feel.
So I don't know what changes, like, they want to be made, what changes to the law they want to be made, and when you want to vote, like, what makes it hard for, let's say, me and someone else.
If it makes it easier, I'm all for it. Like, I don't know what, but if whatever makes everything easier, I'm all for easy. Mm-hmm. My thing is, I think, and this has totally nothing to do with that, but kind of does. If you want to make it easy, my suggestion is be able to do it on your phone. Mm-hmm. That's what they should do. Make it an app.
You mean to to go in to vote instead of going somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Not like the whole registration. Like, I thought that this had to do with who can register and who can vote.
My thing is
changing, like, how we actually do the voting.
Well, I think you should be able to do it all. I think you should be able to do it all right here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm showing the camera. We're on Facebook Live, my phone.
But you trust it? Like,
there should be measures put in place in order to do that. We are in a world of convenience.
No,
we are in a world of technology. Everybody has a phone.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Right.
So why not make it a thing where you can register? You
might be able to register. I don't know.
You can register to vote. Mm-hmm. There's some way, maybe you have to activate where you look into your phone, like your eyes or whatever, where you know how they do like the face recognition?
Yeah.
Maybe they do it like that. That's just me. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Whatever is simple, easy, stupid. That's got to be the way. No, the days of...
I mean, personally...
To me, the days of getting up, going to a poll, waiting in line, like there's going to be less and less people voting. I think over the next, 25 years, every year. Mm-hmm. Now, unless it's some crazy, they want somebody out of office so bad they get up and go. But the whole mail, like getting a piece of paper, filling out a ballot, putting it in the envelope, putting a stamp on, like those days are over. Mm-hmm. Maybe a lot of the older generation is going to do that or still do that. Mm-hmm. But these younger generation coming up, they're not doing that.
No, I know.
They don't care.
Yeah, no, I know.
They'll just not vote. Mm-hmm. So if you really want them to vote, if you want this next generation coming up to vote, and you want them to be involved in our community and politics and all that, you need to get involved with the technology. Mm-hmm. You need to get involved with doing it on an app.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm not there yet. I'm not convinced yet.
No, they might not.
That it would be like
fair, and it's going to be rigged, and they're going to have people like sitting there, like, the wrong people voting
There's
and
just
all
always
this.
a flaw.
There always is a flaw, but
Something,
all I'm saying
hacked.
is,
there's so many hackers out there.
well, if they
And I
can
think
put
when it comes to that,
a voting machine at a poll location, they can put one in your phone. To me, there's no. Maybe even you go log in or something, and you have to type in your social security number, and you have to have a facial recognition from your phone. Something.
yeah, but
I don't know
all
what the
that-
answer
all
is.
that has a glitch or
the-
a
well,
way around it or a hack.
it has
because it has it now.
it has-
People can hack your phone right now, and that has nothing to do with
Well,
voting.
it has a glitch
You
in
know,
it.
we get hacked every day.
You
with
go to
credit
the
cards
location.
And everything else.
You go to the location, and it has a hack. I mean, there's always a hack.
No, there is.
But so you've got to
it's
come
not
up.
perfect.
So if you, all I'm saying is, this is look. Who
Yeah,
am I?
technology is the way.
But
No,
I'm
you're
calling
right. You're
out.
right. With
I'm
technology
calling
is
out
the way.
the future voting people. Okay,
Yeah.
so and future politicians and whatever. If you want this younger generation coming up to vote, if
Yeah,
you
be
want more
involved and be
voters
in it,
and to
yeah.
be involved and be in it,
Yeah.
if you want their vote to count, you better come up with a way to do it so they don't have to get in their car
Go to a polling
and drive
station
to
and stand
and
in line.
no
and
one's
do
doing
all
that.
Right.
Over the next
Right.
25 years, and I'm pushing it 25. I'll maybe 10. Over the next 10
Yeah, I
years,
think 25 is way
Yeah.
like, too much time.
by 25 there is no more voting locations. You're doing it all in your head.
No, that
all you got to do
25
is
years is.
the chip in your hand will be able to vote. So if you want this younger generation to be able to do that, you better get it right, because they're done. No one. First off, the mail-in stuff is done.
I mean,
they don't
this-
even know they don't even know
Where
where
we're at right
a post
now,
office is.
Like with my
So-
kids, like they've grown up with it, and like we've taught them how to do it, where to go, how the whole process works.
Yeah.
But where we are right now with the generation that's coming up, they have no idea.
But I guarantee you, if you have kids, like you say, your kids came up with it, yes. I guarantee you, if you, every time voting day came around, if you didn't all right, guys, it's election day, let's go vote, we're going to do it together, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. If you just were quiet about it, they wouldn't say, hey, come on, Mom, we got to go vote. It's because they're encouraged by you going.
Well, I mean, they're at an age though now. Like, no, they know. At the age that they are now, no, they know. But like Jesse wouldn't know.
Right.
Yeah, no.
So my thing was, I remember as a young kid, a young kid.
Or they know in school, oh, you have the day off. Oh, you have to go vote. Like they
Oh,
start
no.
learning that kind of stuff.
My kids think it's a
but-
day to play PS5. They don't care. They don't
Yeah.
want to care. Boring. Teacher's Day. Even though you try to talk to them, they're like, all right,
Yeah.
boring. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to know. They don't care.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So, and I'm telling you, yeah, next 10 years, you better come up with the easier way. And I'm for more easy. But there's some of these politicians out here who are not.
Yeah. But I didn't think that it was that though. I thought it was like who can vote, registering to vote, that it's being made more difficult.
Well, the problem is, I also think with this whole making it easier is that I think that the Republicans don't want to make it easier.
But make it easier.
Because-
What does that mean though? Easier, like
More accessible.
easier to get registered. Like how?
I don't know.
Oh.
Again, but I'm just saying, when you hear the words more accessible, easier, being
'Cause
able to
it's
do it,
easy to do it now though.
because you're registered and you've
But
gone
that's
through
what
all
I
the
mean.
steps over
yeah,
the years.
but since I was 18, like it's very easy to do. You can like
but talk about somebody who's your age now, who's never voted in their life and never registered. They don't know what to
Okay.
do.
okay, but I mean, the resources are out there.
What do I
and
do? What
but it's
resources? Where?
easy. Look
Where?
it up.
Where?
I mean,
where?
you can go. Okay, let's say if you live here in Georgetown, go to the election office in Georgetown.
I don't want to do that. It's boring.
What do you mean?
Who's
I
going to get
mean,
up and go to the election
And I'm
office?
sure that there's like stuff online that you can do, or when you're at the DMV.
But-
every time I'm there,
I'm
it's all,
telling you.
it's all easy. Like for me,
Yeah, for you, but it's not easy for these people who are not registered and have never voted before. And
okay, but what does it take to get registered?
have an app pop
it's
up.
not a yeah,
Have a
but it's
pop
not
up
a
on a
hard
website?
process. It's not hard to
No,
get
it's not.
registered
But
to
they don't
vote.
want. They're not. Nobody's taking the time to do that. Nobody cares.
Okay.
Like you and I do.
That's fine if
So
they don't
they
care,
wanna-
but then
but they
you're
wanna
gonna
make
have
it-
people be like, okay, if you don't care to vote, then like, why is it different for you and I to do
Because
two
we-
or three steps to register?
Because
to
nobody
vote? That
wants to
was
do
very
2 or 3
easy.
steps anymore.
It was very easy.
See, that's
to
the
do.
thing, and that's the whole thing with. See, what I'm saying is Republicans want to continue to keep it the same because the younger generation is coming up, and the younger generation has a different mindset, and it seems like I think they're worried that it's more Democrats coming up. So if you make it easier, you're going to be registered more Democrats than Republicans. That's how.
I mean, I'm
that's
not
how I see it.
worried about that. I mean, you're there.
So,
you
but-
wanna
but
get
I'm
your-
all about
You
easy.
want to get your vote in?
I'm all about easy.
I mean,
You got to make it simple, stupid, easy, something that's fun. It's not fun to go to the election office. You got to make it like fun. Make it like a click.
fun to go to the election.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, Bill. Have you ever been to the headquarters?
Yeah, well,
both
see?
Republican and Democratic
We're
headquarters.
into that.
Have you been there?
No, we're into that.
Okay, well, look, take a trip
No, we're.
and go to each one.
Yeah, I know.
And talk to them and get your signs. And I mean, if you want to be passionate about politics, I mean, really get to know what it's all about and the behind the scenes. Get to know
Yeah.
the election office because
Quick
I got
story.
to know those ladies very well.
Well, look, quick story. Years ago, when they had Return Day in Georgetown, they used to. They have it every. What is it? Every 2
every
years.
every 4.
It's every 4, every 2.
I thought it was every 4.
Okay, well, Return Day in
Maybe
Georgetown.
every 2. I don't know.
For
We
the-
go.
Yeah, well, we used to do a broadcast out there every day, every time, and we used to be. And shout out to the bank.
Get our oxtail sandwiches.
Yes, and they had a parade and all that. Christine
Shout
O'Donnell.
out to the bank. We had hot chocolate. We had subs.
You know
we
what?
had food. We had our tents, music. I mean, we threw
What's
down.
his name? What's our buddy who comes in here
Who?
from Delaware? Chris Coons.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that his opponent, Christine O'Donnell?
Well, I think so.
Next time
Yes,
he comes
yes,
in, we have
yes.
to tell him the story because I
mean,
think he would laugh.
everyone,
When Christine O'Donnell ran for whatever in Delaware against Chris Coons, we went out to
the Senate.
the Senate. We went out to Return Day, and Jessica dressed as a witch. Because there was a whole big thing about how she was a witch.
I know.
She was
oh,
into-
it was a
She was into
thing.
Wicca or Wiccan. Yes. So Jessica.
I was her twin.
So really, Jessica just showed up. But Jessica dressed as a
If you
witch.
want to be in it, I mean, come on. Like
Like
let's
that's
start,
the way you do it.
And you have to get to know the candidates
Yes.
and go to the headquarters.
I think
go
Chris
to the
Coons-
election office, call them, see what they're all about. Because honestly,
You know what? Can we just book an interview with Chris Coons just to tell him that?
Look.
I think that would make his day.
oh my gosh, Joe Biden. Remember Joe Biden
Yeah, I do.
when he was elected as vice president?
Yeah,
Remember Governor Jack Markell when he was the governor?
I like Jack Markell. He came here to the
Tom
radio
Carver
station a bunch of
before,
times.
You know, he was out there. Who else? I mean, everyone.
Yeah, we have
I
a
mean,
story.
Even John Carney before
Yeah.
he was governor. You know.
Yep.
We do, but we have a story with all of them.
Yeah.
And
Well, all I'm saying is it's got to be easy.
mhm.
It's got to be easy. No one wants hard. No one wants status quo, same. Everyone
I mean, it
wants
hasn't-
easier, easier, and
it
easier.
hasn't been difficult for me.
Not for
so,
us, and not for me either. Nothing's
you
been
know,
difficult.
when I hear why I want it, easier, or I want different people to be allowed to vote and things like that. I don't know, again, everything and all the details and all the behind the scenes and what law they want to change and add and, amend. So, but as you're just everyday average, person who is able to just show my ID, register, and I get the card in the mail, it tells me where I go vote. It's always been pretty simple, but
Well, number one, nobody's checking that mail, and number two, when they see it, they're throwing it out. So that's what we're dealing with the next generation coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You and I aren't like that. Our generation is the last of the bunch.
oh, the good bunch.
You know what I'm saying? 6:46. We got more stories on the way. We'll continue. Here's CK. Good morning.